We are halfway through the first full week of June. You're watching Weather AM, and it's time to take a look at your forecast across the country. We begin with some visuals. Our own Mia Gordon captured this video of some bears sort of crashing her video shoot, so she had to pause and just keep an eye on the wildlife. What a sight in British Columbia. How about this sight in Alberta? Edinburgh, we had a land spout earlier in the week, and that day on Monday, we had 2 confirmed tornadoes in the province of Alberta. More details on that to come. And we'll speed up this video, a little time-lapse action in Oxdrift, Ontario, and this was all part of a tornado-warned storm. Look at those menacing clouds, that rotation. And here on Weather AM, let's take a look across the country as we're looking for our Wednesday. Things are going to be still very rainy in parts of northern Manitoba. In fact, we could get about a month's worth of rain or more in just the span of a few days. And the stormy weather is much more so focused in Ontario, where we're going to be getting storms flaring up, possibly some severe thunderstorm activity into the afternoon and even into the evening before the stormy weather tomorrow shifts over into Quebec for our Thursday. Now, for Atlantic Canada today, we're going to be seeing things unsettled, cloudy and rainy for parts of Newfoundland and the Eastern Maritimes. A different story in New Brunswick, where we're looking at some summer heat and humidity. Now, generally speaking, aside from the sunny skies and heat in parts of New Brunswick, fairly unsettled. But once we get into Friday, we can wave goodbye to the heat and humidity, as the days will be numbered for that, as we're going to be seeing a much more stormy, rainy pattern into the weekend. Look at Fredericton, 21 degrees on Saturday, so coming right down with the temperature, and yeah, not so sunny any longer as we look into that time frame. Now, here's a look at our Wednesday. So for today, we do have the severe storms possible, not just in northern Ontario, but in southern areas as well. Large hail, strong wind gusts, and heavy downpours are some of the main hazards we're looking at here. But take a look at some of the heat and humidity. Now, we even have some heat warnings, some special weather statements in parts of the province on account of some of this heat and humidity we're working with. Now, that's going to fuel some of this instability we're seeing. So into the early afternoon, seeing some storms pop up in northern parts of Ontario, southwestern parts of the province. Then into the evening, we're going to see the Toronto area starting to see some of those storms pop up. And then, as I mentioned, into tomorrow, the stormy weather shifts into Quebec for our Thursday. Here's a look at the rain, heavier amounts into Quebec, but as you can see, both provinces fairly well distributed in terms of areas seeing that rain, and yes, some windy conditions with all this stormy weather as well. Tomorrow, stronger winds targeting Quebec. Now, taking a look at our 7-day forecast for Toronto, you can see temperatures are going to be taking a dip, and the next few days are quite unsettled. So the umbrella, let's have that on standby. Now, how about this? We've been seeing strong winds in parts of the prairies. That's going to flare up again for our afternoon. Take a look there, particularly in southern areas, even into tomorrow for our Thursday, still quite windy across the region. But a big story, not just the wind, is the rain as well. Take a look at northern parts of Manitoba. Churchill, this is a soaker of an event. Typically in the month of June, we get about 42 millimeters of rain. We have over 50 millimeters forecast for this event. Meanwhile, it's drying in BC, but the heat is on the way up.